Goat lived in a big and beautiful city. He was a rich animal. But what the other animals could not believe about him was his peaceful attitude. Other rich animals were known to have an oppressive attitude. They always wanted to be identified as the top people. And they always showed off their money to impress other animals. Goat was very peaceful. He lived in a very big red duplex, the most beautiful house in that community. Yet he didn't have a habit of showing off his money. One evening, while Goat was going to rest in his home after a hard day of work, he met with some little pigs who started to mock him.
Here comes the ugly goat. Here comes the big fat goat with two tiny imbalanced legs. Here comes the big fat goat with a large belly. Who wants to be like the ugly goat? Who likes to have a big belly? Who likes to have imbalanced legs? Yeah, I say, who wants to be like the big fat goat?
The little pigs were singing, clapping, and dancing. Goat just ignored them and said to himself, "Wow, such talented pigs. Look how beautiful their song is. These animals are really going to do great in the future." Another rich animal in the kingdom, Fox, was on his way home after having a nice meal in the restaurant. He got his $1 million shirt stained, but he was not aware. On his way home, a little deer met him and said to him,
"Hello, Mr. Fox. You got your expensive shirt stained with oil. I think you should be more careful when eating next time."
Fox was very angry. He responded with a great deal of sharpness. "Hey, little fool, how dare you address me that way? Do you know who I am and what I have in this city? You must be really silly to think that you can tell me what to do." After Fox insulted little Deer, he went to his home to ask Deer's parents to warn their child never to think of himself as an advisor, and also to not cross his path again. Deer then thought to himself,
"Just yesterday I watched the little pigs as they were insulting Goat, and they were singing, clapping, dancing to mock him, but all he did was smile back at them in return. I only wanted to help Fox, but he really embarrassed me in return."
Soon, all the animals began to know about Goat's peaceful attitude. They also heard about some thieves that came to steal at Goat's home and were caught. They learned that Goat had ordered for the release of all the animals that came to rob his home. From that time, all the animals began to suggest that Goat should be appointed a minister of peace in the city, or even a governor. They campaigned for him, even without his consent, and they encouraged him to take a position of power so he could influence the community positively. Moral lesson: being peaceful is not dependent on wealth or poverty. It is a developed character, and it sees only the best in people.